In the tragic turn of events, a Georgia woman named Hannah Cobb has been charged with involuntary manslaughter following the fatal shooting of her boyfriend, Telvin Osbourne. The tragic death of Telvin Osbourne in Georgia has become a focal point for discussions on the complex interplay of personal relationships, social media influence, and deeply rooted societal issues. This story has gone viral, especially with Telvin's derogatory post about black women resurfacing, many condemning both Osborne's offensive post and the violent response they provoked. Discussions have erupted across social media platforms, highlighting the deep-seated issues of internalized racism and misogyny. Hey y'all, welcome to Deep Dives with Sali, where we delve into the most complex and intriguing stories and events happening today. I came across this viral story this morning and I was just blown away. As always, I'm going to state the facts and then include my opinions later in the episode. So let's break this down piece by piece, from the incident, the legal proceedings, family reactions, the public outrage, and getting into who Telbow or Telvin is and the consequences of the ideologies he pushed out in public. So, on February 23rd in Burke County, Georgia, authorities responded to a distress call at the residence of 25-year-old Hannah Cobb and her 30-year-old boyfriend, Telvin Osbourne, who also went by the name Telbow Rackins on social media. Upon arrival, they discovered Osborne unresponsive with a gunshot wound to his chest. Cobb claimed the shooting was accidental, stating that the firearm discharged while she was cleaning it allegedly. However, inconsistencies in her account have led to her arrest and charges of involuntary manslaughter. Recently, I've came across Telvin's brother's Facebook post. His name is Roderick Osborne Williams on Facebook, and he called BS on the story. This is what he posted. So, Hannah Grace Cobb unalived my brother, Telbow Rackins, after leaving a club partying. She claims she went home and cleaned a gun and unalived him in the head. Anybody out there knows something doesn't sound right about that. 1, why isn't your gun on safety when you're cleaning it? It could have unalived anybody. 2, who parties, gets drunk, and goes home in the middle of the night and cleans a gun? 3, why hasn't Burke County, Georgia Sheriff's Department given this information to the news media? It sounds like a cover-up. This girl wasn't arrested and is about to get away with murder, completely unacceptable and a failure of the system to prosecute. Sounds like a racist move. White privilege motivated. Sorry, but I don't buy it, and she needs to be locked up. It's negligent to even consider cleaning a gun if that's what happened. What if a child was there? You're cleaning a gun, you had to pull the trigger on the gun, so WTF was your finger around the trigger. This is ridiculous. So then he says, update, I'm being told now the news says it was a chest shot. Originally, that's what I was told, but somewhere the story was given that it was a headshot, SMH. So I kind of shared some of the sentiments the brother shared in his post because 1, why at that specific moment did she decide to clean the gun, especially in the middle of an argument? That just seemed very fishy to me. And 2, they have 2 kids, and based on Telvin's Facebook, it seemed like the kids are toddlers, and I can't imagine the kids being there physically, being there involved with a gun present. What if they got injured or worse? So as soon as I found out that he has 2 kids, I was just like, wow, like this is insane. Because imagine if the kids were there. Thank goodness they weren't there. But it led me to kind of dig deeper into who this man was, Telvin, and based on what's out there, including his social media, he has a son, a daughter, and he is someone who seems to engage in a lot of outdoor activities and hobbies. And he also might have been into selling or pelling dogs, and he worked as an iron worker apprentice. So he just kind of seemed like, just a regular old person. He's a son, a father of 2, and, someone who just is a country boy at that. So let's dig deeper into what the investigation findings were. So there's been a lot of public outcry, especially from the brothers' posts, and that has prompted law enforcement to investigate for as long as they can. Sheriff Alfonso Williams noted a lack of evidence supporting Cobb's claim of cleaning the gun at the time of discharge, leading to questions about the veracity of her statement. So at first, when Hannah Cobb called law enforcement, I believe there were no arrests. So I think the arrest might have happened after all the public outcry, and especially after the brother made a post about the fact that it wasn't an accident. So Cobb has been charged with involuntary manslaughter, indicating that authorities believe the shooting resulted from reckless or negligent behavior rather than intentional harm. So she's currently being held at the Burke County Detention Center as the investigation continues. So like I said, the situation has gone viral, and some of his family members have already came out on social media to address those who have called out Telvin's controversial post. So if you guys have not seen, Osborne's social media post from 2012 and 2015 has resurfaced. His social media activity included statements expressing a preference for white women and derogatory comments about Black women. Such posts have caused Black women online to simply mind our business, as this isn't our fight. The post about him preferring to sleep with a dog rather than a Black woman was honestly so dehumanizing to me. And it is unfortunate that he is no longer here to educate himself on why these posts perpetuate harmful stereotypes and also contribute to the erosion of self-worth among Black women. And these posts are the main reason why the story has gone viral in the first place, because of the fact that this man, Telvin, was unalived by his white girlfriend, and people are saying he has Black women, like we shouldn't support or even fight for justice for him because he hated our type. He hated Black women. He hated Black women so bad. It's like, why should we feel like we should fight for him when if he was alive, he wouldn't be fighting for us? And it's also the fact that like he stood so hard for his type, white women specifically, but it's the same white woman, this is his type, that ended up taking him out of this earth. It's unfortunate, but that's the argument online right now. It's like he hated Black women so bad, and we're basically essentially Black women are not the ones that are going to keep fighting for this man. So now there's a lot of posts of rest in preference as opposed to rest in peace, because essentially this was his preference, and it's unfortunate, but this is what he wanted. This is what he liked. So that's kind of like making people feel like they're justified in not standing behind him or even trying to demand justice for him. I kind of disagree with that, because I feel like, yes, this is what he liked, but at the end of the day, no one deserves to be unalived this way. Yeah, that's just me. So some of Telvin's family members have came out on social media to stand behind Telvin, and Telvin is not here to defend himself. So the family members are out here responding to the backlash, and they're also, they're standing 10 toes behind him, and they're spreading the same anti-Black ideologies. There was one family member who went on live just like going in, disrespecting Black people, well, Black women specifically, saying, oh, this is the reason why Black women get this disrespectful treatment, because you guys are horrible. So I'm just going to be putting up some of the videos that I've been seeing that's been circulating on X, and let me know what you guys think.
Again, damn right, my cousin said he a white dog before he one of you Black miserable. That was terrible. Had your duckers in a row, he probably would with you. Ain't about time you drumify. Look, this is exactly what he was talking about. This better yet, y'all showed the prime example why he said he'll do what he did.
When I read about Telvin's situation, I immediately thought about Christian Obum Sali, who was also fatally unalived by his girlfriend. So he was stabbed by his girlfriend Courtney Clenny in their Miami apartment in April 2022. So it was the same black man, white woman situation, same formula. Another black man unalived by his white girlfriend. So Clanny claimed self-defense, but evidence suggested a history of domestic disputes. We also got to talk about the white privilege in these cases because both women did not get arrested right away. Just imagine if these were black women. Do you think the situation would have been handled differently? Would they have been apprehended first before questions were asked? Following Obum Sali's death, past tweets resurfaced in which he also made disparaging remarks about black women. This revelation complicated public perception, intertwining issues of race, personal beliefs, and the dynamics of interracial relationships. Both of these men have left a digital footprint bashing black women. Both of these cases also highlight the complexities of racial identity and the internal conflicts that can arise from societal pressures and prejudices. They prompt a re-evaluation of how cultural narratives shape personal beliefs and relationships. And not only that, these incidents underscore the destructive nature of adopting ideologies that demean one's own racial or ethnic group. They call attention to the need for fostering self-acceptance and challenging harmful societal norms. And you know what I thought of? Like, both of these men came from a black woman. Like, a black woman created these men. So, like, what caused or what pushed this sort of like harmful mentality in these men? Like, I just don't get it. But all I can say right now is that I truly hope his kids are protected. It's heartbreaking that now they're left without parents, one gone and the other likely facing jail time. While his comments about black women were disrespectful, that doesn't mean he deserved to lose his life. I'm seeing a lot of comments on social media saying, oh, he deserved it. Well, rest in preference. I understand that, but you know what? It doesn't make it right. It doesn't make the white women's actions right at all. I don't condone violence in any form, but I also believe that the choices we make can have consequences that shape how people perceive us. So while I was editing this video, I came across the GoFundMe page for Telvin Osbourne, and I've just found out that he actually has 4 children instead of 2. So I reported earlier that he had 2 children because when you go on his Facebook, you only see like images of 2 kids. Well, I only saw images of 2 kids based on what I saw, but there might have been other kids too. I just didn't go deep down in his Facebook page, but the GoFundMe page has a picture of himself, the 4 kids, and the youngest one, I think, which he almost looked like he's holding on to someone who's clearly in that place, clearly would have been Hannah, but I think the image got edited to take her out. Yeah, it looks crazy, but you can see that the child is holding on to who would have appeared to be Hannah. And a family member who posted this GoFundMe page maybe edited this picture of Hannah out, obviously, because, you know, she murdered Telvin. And so in the GoFundMe description, it's mentioned that the kids are without a mother and a father. Now they have to live without having their mom and dad. The mom is currently locked up. Please donate if you can. Any money donated will be used towards all 4 kids' everyday life expenses. Any amount you're willing to contribute is so greatly appreciated. And if you aren't able to contribute money at this time, a share with your friends and family would mean the world to us. And then when you scroll down to the bottom of that description, there's more images of all of the 4 children. And so far at this moment, only $400 has been raised out of a $10,000 goal and 8 donations so far. So that's pretty much, who knows, the grandparents might claim custody of those kids. It's just unfortunate because I thought it was 2. Now you have 4 kids who are without their parents. And a lot of people are just like celebrating the fact that his GoFundMe has not raised a lot of money in the past. He was unalived on February 23rd, and as of today, February 27th, a lot of money has been raised. It's only been like 200 raised so far. So people are celebrating that. They're saying, well, guess the same black woman that he hated is the black woman that is now creating a GoFundMe in his honor. And here are some of the social media commentaries and reactions that I found very interesting. Feel free to pause the video and read. Telbow Rackins was murdered by his white girlfriend. I'm not saying he deserved it. However, given his dating history and alleged social media posts, there's reason to believe he was a coon swirler. Before I say RIP, I gotta know the Carfax. What you post on social media matters. Nobody is feeling this more than the family of Telbow, who laughed and joined in when he continued his anti-black women rhetoric for over 10 years. It was all a key until his preference split his wig. Wow. I have no words. W2F. What the F is going on? This level of cooning is absolutely life-threatening, and I'm not shocked. Fetishizing white people will get you unalived. Telbow's brother calling black women beggars while they have a GoFundMe for him is very on brand. Then you have the fact that Telbow Rackins' family is online bashing black women as if we are the ones that eliminated him is funny AF. Let the white community march and establish a GoFundMe for him. Respectfully, we are sitting this one out. Black women, stay out of this. Not our battle. Hashtag Telbow Rackins. Hashtag Hannah Grace Cobb. Hey, we do not care. May he rest in preference. Good luck with your fish fry and GoFundMe. The tragic events surrounding the deaths of Telvin Osbourne and Christian Sali serve as stark reminders of the profound impact that internalized racism and societal biases can have on individuals and relationships. These cases compel us to confront uncomfortable truths about the ideologies we uphold, and I'm talking about especially black men who prefer to date white women and continuously disrespect black women. The narratives that they perpetuate. By engaging in open dialogues and promoting self-awareness, we can begin to dismantle the harmful constructs that undermine identity and self-worth. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to episode number 3. I hope you guys are enjoying the content that I am pushing out on YouTube as a beginner, and I'm trying to stay consistent by posting at least one video a week. But if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and turn your notification bell on, and I will catch you guys next time.